Everyone, welcome back to the channel Manny B Investing. We've got an input output or IOHK tweet. We're in the final stretch of planning for Cardano at consensus. So in a shorter show than usual, join May's Cardano 360 with Tim Harrison and guests to recap some of the latest updates to catch up with projects. Hashtag building on Cardano. I really like that. Kind of, I don't know if it's like a promotional product or what from Cardano, but I was thinking, just kind of thinking on my own here, all these projects on Cardano are really stepping it up during this bear market. So I felt like, man, IOG needs to go hard. They need to go heavy. And looks like we're right on time here, because I was just thinking that a couple of days ago after doing some Giro research, and I got some videos coming up for that. So be on the lookout for those. And also make sure you hit that like, share, and subscribe on the way in. And we've got Paribus saying, thank you, IOHK, for allowing Deniz to speak about Paribus in this month's Cardano 360. We appreciate everything your team does. Join Deniz at minute 12:37 to watch the full interview. And I've got the video here. Let's take a look. Let's blow it up. Let's hit that play. Hear what Deniz has to say.
This week I got the chance to speak with a couple of the projects building on Cardano. We spoke with Cardoshift, who
Matthew Capps is a community manager for Cardano's kind of company, the Cardano Foundation. So that's who he is. He's kind of a host.
Update us on their progress, and Paribus, who introduced their project here for the first time on Cardano 360.
There goes Deniz.
Welcome, Deniz. Thank you for being on the show.
Deniz or Deniz? I don't know. I probably been pronouncing his name wrong, but I want to say it's Deniz, like the European version of Deniz. I think it's just Deniz.
So can you tell the community a little bit about Paribus?
Paribus is a cross-chain borrowing and lending platform. Our main USPs is that we are supporting conventional assets as a collateral form, such as Ether, Bitcoin, ETH, to borrow against.
Look at the camera, Deniz. Come on.
But what sets us really apart is we want to support NFTs as a collateral, liquidity pool tokens, so OP tokens, and synthetics as well. So combined.
So let's pause it here, and we're just going to do a little impromptu review of how Deniz does here. So they put the graphic up, Cardano 360. We've got a cross-chain borrowing and lending protocol for NFTs, liquidity positions, and synthetic assets powered by the Cardano blockchain. So the community in itself really hated the wording and hated the idea that Paribus was somehow connected to Cardano. But here we are. And I just talked about this recently, probably on the last Paribus video. Paribus is a part of Cardano. It doesn't matter what you think, what you believe, how you want to word things, whether or not they're building on layer 1 or not, they're a part of Cardano. This cements it. Honestly, it was cemented before this, but I mean, this is from Cardano itself. This is a Cardano project. This is a cross-chain protocol that is powered by the Cardano blockchain. Like it or not.
And altogether, Paribus is a new version of DeFi borrowing and lending platform.
And what are the advantages of building on Cardano?
I like that new version there.
Cardano ticks one of the biggest boxes for us in terms of what we look for when we think about cryptocurrencies, which is decentralization. Decentralization is very important for us because the whole promise behind cryptocurrencies was that we will build an ecosystem across the globe, regardless of your location and your socioeconomic background. And I think one of the few currencies that achieve this true promise is Cardano. We want to be able to build a protocol on a network that benefits everyone, not selective few.
I like it.
On top of all this, given the scalability that Cardano has, as well as cheap transaction fees for DeFi work, it just made sense for us to build on Cardano and bring that extra liquidity into the Cardano ecosystem.
Excellent. So what stage are you guys at now?
We have been developing our MVP for the past 6 months. We have just got back our audit reports from Hacken.
Nice.
And we are fixing those audit conclusions at the moment. So for the next 2 weeks, there'll be fixes going on. And then we are going to send the report back to Hacken. Obviously, they will take another look. And then once everything is finalized, we're hoping to go live with our MVP within the next 2 months sometime. I can't give a very specific date. It's just sort of very...
All right. So we've got a little bit more information. The Hacken audit has gone out. They've done their thing. They've reported back. They sent it back. But I think we already know that. What we didn't know is the launch of the MVP, and I don't think he's talking about testnet. I think he's talking about mainnet Arbitrum launch of the MVP. He's saying the next couple of months. So they're going to be doing some rollouts, testnet to the people that qualify for that. I'm not going to be one of them. So hey, it is what it is. It's their project. It's not mine. They make the rules. So their testnet's going to be rolling out to people that were part of staking, and I'm sure they'll have other people involved in the testnet for that. Would I be interested in the testnet for Paribus? Abso-freaking-lutely. But hey, you know, it's up to the project to make that determination. I put in the work. I've done my work. I brought more to the table than a lot of people in the community. I'm not even going to be humble about that fact. It is what it is. But hey, there you go. Not my project. I can't make the rules. So, but they are going to be doing the testnet here, probably, you know, next couple of weeks here. I'm assuming, and then like Deniz says here, next 2 months or so, they're probably looking at launching that MVP after they get some good feedback. But all right, let's keep rolling.
Fluid at the moment, and at the same time we sort of put in marketing plan in action so that the MVP is launched along with a good marketing plan to draw in the liquidity that the platform will require.
Okay, now I'd like to take a step back. How do you guys think about your project niche, where Paribus sits there, and how it develops over the long term?
One of the main things that sets us apart from our competitors is that we don't do peer-to-peer valuation. We don't do manual valuations for NFTs like some of the competitors like Nexo.io, for example. They're not in the Cardano.
They're talking about competition, possible competition, and I've actually looked at one of them and have kind of given my feedback on it in a couple of different videos. I'm going to continue doing that with the competition that we see out there that is fit to be called competition for this protocol that's being built by Paribus. If you have any, make sure you throw those suggestions in the comment section. Just jump in the comment section anyways. Make sure you hit that like button on the way there.
Ecosystem, but that's one example. What we do is we base our valuations on AI-based models that we have been developing for the past 7-8 months, and now we're partnering up with other AI model developers who are actually helping us share data and make the models better overall.
I wonder who those are.
So because of this automated valuation ability, it makes our platform very scalable in that nobody has to sort of sign off valuations. It's all code that sort of gives you valuation back, whereas P2P, there has to be a match.
And you can't do any of that. All this stuff that he's talking about, these AI models, all this stuff, you can't. As much as we love Cardano, you can't do that on Cardano right now. It has to be multi-chain at the moment.
So because of the scalability, I think Paribus will grow to become the place to go when you have an NFT that you want to utilize aside from selling it. So when you have an NFT in your hand that's of decent value and you need the liquidity to fund whatever your next venture is, Paribus should be the first platform that comes to your mind, whether you're within C NFTs or just NFTs in general. It doesn't matter because of our interoperability. So we want to make sure we become the de facto borrowing lending platform when you're thinking about unconventional assets. This could be NFTs, this could be metaverse lands, because metaverse lands are essentially NFTs at tech level. This could be LP tokens or synthetics. So this is our vision for the next 5 years to essentially become Compound or Avi of NFT world.
There we go. Compound and Avi of the NFT
now
world.
Over to you, Vincent. Welcome to the show. Thanks for coming.
So you heard it from the man himself. A lot of the facts dropped there. Why Paribus is what Paribus is. Why Cardano has them on the show. Why they are building on Cardano. And why C-Fund has made their investment. They've got a lot going on. They're not just some peer-to-peer. They're not the Napster of NFT loaning like some of these protocols out there that are building. Nothing against them. They sent the shots first. We finished the kill, people. That's what we do here. But yeah, very insightful little short interview by the CEO of Paribus, Deniz. And yeah, definitely some good stuff. Make sure you check out the full episode if you want to see some additional stuff that Cardano has going on. But I'd like to thank you for checking out the channel. Make sure, again, you hit that like, hit that share, and you subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one. Peace.